So if you've decided to go with GreenGeeks for your hosting, it's a little bit different to install WordPress, but still really simple. So this is your control panel, your C panel. You just need to sign in and come to this area here and then scroll down. And you'll see that they've got an application installer here called Coolus. I think that's how you say it. So all we need to do here is click onto WordPress and it will open up all of the options that you've got, and I'll just make my screen a bit smaller so you can have a look around. So if you watched my last tutorial, you would have noticed that I said that the way that you do it with quick install with HostGator was not necessarily the safest way, and so this installer here does things a little bit differently. So which is great. I'm going to walk you through that now, and you'll see that I've got 2 test sites up and running down here, so you won't have that installation information, you'll just have a clean installation. So what we're going to do is click on install here and go to your domain, and so I've set up a subdomain here called amazing.alissajane.com, and then what you need to do is take away that little bit of information there, because if you leave that there, that was WP, it means that your web address is going to be amazing.alissajane.com/WP, and we don't want that. We just want it to go into the main top directory. So in the last tutorial, I did mention, that when you use quick install, it gives you the default installation settings for everything, and you can see what those are here. It's got this table prefix here, which is WP_, and then this is kind of a standard way of naming your database as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to call it this one test, amazing test, and I'm going to call that AT, just to make things a bit different, so that if someone is hacking your site, then you don't have the same settings as everybody else. And then this is an amazing test site, and the description is going to be learn to do this yourself. Okay, so again, you don't use admin as your as your username, and you need to get a really crazy password. So you would have seen before that the auto installer over at HostGator gave you a password. Now this one doesn't, so what you can do is just go to Google, and then if you put in password generator, these guys, if you're not feeling extremely inventive, these guys will generate a strong password for you. So all you need to do is press that button there and then copy this over. And I know that's a password that you're never going to remember unless you're a massive IT geek like my partner is. He can certainly memorize those things. So make sure that you write it down, and make sure that your password is this complicated, because it will make a difference one day when your site is on the list of, when your site's on the list of hacking computers to be, or websites to be hacked that day. You're going to think, wow, thank goodness I got a crazy email address. And I'll just put my email address down here. So right, we've got a different username, a very strong password. Pop your email address in, choose your language. Now limit login attempts. I suggest that you do install that if you're given the option, because that will block people who are constantly trying to log into your site. And then lastly, you need to put your email address down here so that you can be emailed the settings for your install. And that's it. All you need to do now is press install. And this is where the magic happens. So it doesn't take very long at all to install these. And that's it. So there's your information there. Make sure that you keep a record of your password, of your crazy password, and keep that on your computer hard drive somewhere. So that was pretty easy. I'll see you on the other side, where I will show you how to get this amazing website looking amazing. So see you soon.